You've literally never heard of the 3 coolest bounty hunters in all of Star Wars, but today's your lucky day, because in this video, I'll tell you the truth about these ruthless killers who will do quite literally anything if you pay them enough. And just so you know, the 3rd bounty hunter in this video is by far the coolest and most dangerous, but also the most obscure, so stick around for that. Let's get into it. The first bounty hunter is Aurra Sing. Aurra Sing has a cameo in The Phantom Menace, and she was in 4 Clone Wars episodes. That's literally it. Those are her only canonical appearances in the cinema. She's been in a couple books and stuff. She actually is force sensitive and used to be a Jedi, but decided to leave the order to become a bounty hunter. As for why she didn't keep her lightsaber or build herself a new one, I have no freaking idea. I mean, if you're a bounty hunter and skilled with a lightsaber, you're literally unstoppable. You can pose as a Jedi, which seems like it'd be really helpful in a lot of situations, but you also just have a really cool weapon. Why the heck would you mess around with blasters, so uncivilized, when you could just use an elegant weapon for a more civilized age? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, regardless of that missed opportunity, you can't deny that she is incredibly dangerous. She's an exceptional sniper, very skilled with a blaster, and pretty dang good at hand-to-hand combat. But by far, one of her most scary traits was that she had absolutely no problems whatsoever with killing, whether that be her own partner or wounded clone troopers. She was apparently killed by Tobias Beckett, given this interaction in Solo.
You killed Aurra Sing.
Pushed her. Pretty sure the fall killed her.
But given Aurra Sing's resourcefulness, I'd be very surprised if she's actually dead because of that. Then again, she's not even smart enough to recognize the advantages of having her own lightsaber, so who knows. At number 2 is the Trandoshan bounty hunter Bossk. Now look, it might be a bit of a stretch to say that Bossk is obscure because in the past few years, he has become more mainstream. But if you already know him, then hey, might as well use this opportunity to learn a little more about the scaly scallywag, huh? Bossk appeared in The Empire Strikes Back along with 7 episodes of the Clone Wars. He's known throughout the galaxy for his love of hunting Wookiees, and for most of his life, Bosk's overarching goal was to mount Chewbacca's furry head on his wall. He is very skilled with his trademark mortar gun, along with a variety of miscellaneous weapons, but he's also a master of unarmed combat. As a Trandoshan, he is also just naturally very strong, which I guess is a pretty useful trait for your species to have. But word on the street is that his strength is rivaled only by the infamous Micah Soda, who is regarded by some as one of the strongest men alive. But that's just a rumor. Bossk has also lost a ton of limbs over the years, including, but not limited to, an arm and both of his legs. I'm beginning to see a parallel here. However, unlike Anakin, Trandoshans can regrow their lost limbs, so that's why Bossk continues to look 100% natty. And despite suffering dozens of injuries over his life, Bossk does not have a canonical death. He is presumably alive and well right now, still taking missions for whoever the highest bidder happens to be. On a separate note, if you guys are enjoying the video, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright, thank you. Finally, the most obscure bounty hunter in this video, but one of the most ruthless beings in the entire galaxy, is none other than Durge. He was in 3 episodes of that old 2D Clone Wars show, but other than that, he has never been in another piece of Star Wars media. Durge is 2,000 years old, and I just know that I'm gonna butcher his species. Gendai? Genday? I don't know. You can read. He was a part of several wars throughout the history of Star Wars, but during the Clone Wars, he was employed by the Separatists, and went on many important missions for Count Dooku. He was incredibly skilled in combat, to the point where he could go toe-to-toe with a Jedi in a fight, and quite often come out on top. His Gendai abilities, combined with his high-tech suit and combat skills, made him one of the most dangerous warriors in the entire galaxy. He had a ton, and I mean a ton, of weapons and gadgets. Just to name a few, he constantly carried a blaster rifle, dual pistols, a jetpack, a flamethrower, energized bolos, dart launchers, and this freaking beast could even sharpen parts of his own body to use as weapons, which is really freaking disgusting. Durge had killed thousands of beings over his lifetime, and he himself was only killed when Anakin Skywalker literally threw him into a star. It really was a shame that Durge wasn't a character in any of the main Star Wars shows, such as the Clone Wars or Rebels. However, a lot of these shows were still very good, even without his presence, and I actually ranked them all in this video right here, which you should definitely go and check out. There are 9 total shows, and there are some really high highs and low lows in all of them.